Welcome everybody. So today I'm doing a tarot reading for the sign of Pisces. As usual, the cards are shuffled ahead of time, so you guys don't have to wait for me to do that, and everything's all ready to go, but I haven't looked at them yet. We're going to do that together now, see what's going on with you. Now, the first two cards are going to represent the recent past, okay? So let's take a look. I have here the Queen of Cups with the Oracle card of the Hourglass. So both of these cards are basically about waiting. Maybe we've been and a little bit of listfulness here. So either there's been like a time of consideration, because the Queen is consideration, or there's just been a waiting period where we're just like kind of waiting for something or watching for something. Let me pull a card on that and see what other details come up. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups with the Hourglass for my Pisces. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. The moon. The moon, just kind of like, this is just on a day-to-day basis. It's your habits, it's your cycles, and it's just been a period of listfulness, maybe even longing, waiting for something. On the bottom, Pluto, desire. We have been waiting for something for a long time underneath that Capricorn. This is a long-term wait. A long-term wait for something that we desire. Let's see what else is on top. I just want to look a couple cards deeper. So we have the bread and Saturn. Something that we need, that's the bread, that we have been restricted from, held back from, unable to get. This is almost like going hungry. We've gone without for a long time, and we're just waiting. Let's keep going. So that's the recent past, and you know, in this case, it almost seems to stretch back for the longer than recent. But let's move to the present. So what I want to look at next is your emotions, because this is kind of got an emotional vibe to it. So that's what I want to see first. So let's take a look. I call this the position of the heart. I have the Eight of Swords. Yep, Eight of Swords. With the Oracle card of the House. It's like being unable to like express yourself, seeing no good way to express your own true identity, almost feeling like repressed. Again, it's repressed. And it has to do with something that's like part of us, right? Some deep part of us has been repressed, and we don't know how to like make that repressed thing unrepressed, if that makes sense. We've been kind of waiting for a long time for the opportunity for this repressed thing, and it's showing up here in the position of the heart. Like, we don't know how to address this. We don't know how to get out of this state. That's the Eight of Swords. And what state? Well, what are we talking about? We're talking about us. We're talking about the house. We're talking about our heart, ourselves. We haven't been able to fully express ourselves as a bit of repression. On the bottom, the ear. So keeping our ear open, keeping our ear to the ground. Same kind of energy as this. Still waiting for something. Underneath that, the cat. Underneath that, Pisces. Okay, you're kind of getting my feel, like a lot of waiting, a lot of just sitting, watching, and a lot of just being receptive, waiting for something to come to us, but not really taking any actions to get it. Or not knowing how to really take any actions to get it. All right, let's keep going. I bent a card. Hold on. Shoot. Okay, I'm unbending it. Okay, so let's move to the, we're still going to stay in the present now, and I want to look, though, at the actions you're taking. So this is the position of the hand. Tells me what you guys are doing. I have the Nine of Wands with the Oracle card of the Road, the path forward. The Nine of Wands is all about higher education, learning, higher skill set. So whether this is skilled labor or whether this is higher learning, that's what you're doing. You're either doing something with high skill, like maybe you're doing a skilled job, or you are going to school to learn a skilled job. Either way, it's like acquiring skills here. And the path forward is kind of like, this is something that's been planned, right? This isn't a surprise. This is like sort of the path that you knew you were going to head towards. Let's pull a card on this. So with the Nine of Wands with the Road forward. I'm not sure what that has to do with the recent past. I don't think it has anything to do with the recent past. I think our actions, like I was saying, I think whatever it is that's been repressed has not come out in our actions. So our actions are speaking of something else entirely. Tell me the Nine of Wands with the Road. Tell me the Nine of Wands with the Road. Tell me the Nine of Wands with the Road for my Pisces signs. Tell me the Nine of Wands with the Road. Tell me the Nine of Wands with the Road. Tell me the Nine of Wands, please, with the Road. Let me do a bridge shuffle. That's the problem. It's taking longer than usual. Let's see. Tell me the Nine of Wands with the Road. Tell me the Nine of Wands with the Road. My Pisces signs. Nothing's coming out, guys. This is weird. Alright, this card doesn't want to shuffle from the top. So, this is the Crown. Oh, it's basically, this is what we want. It's one of our goals. Crown's one of our goals. And, we're working towards that goal, but still, this is like I was saying before, this is still the learning component. Let's move on. Let's go to, so I am going to get to the future in a second, but I have one last position, and that's going to be the position of the head. This tells me what you guys are thinking, your conscious thoughts and strategies, which I think is also going to explain everything a little bit better. So I have here the Five of Cups with the Mask. Well, there's the emotions that come with the repression. So we don't know how to unrepress ourselves. We don't know how to fully express ourselves. And we're thinking about it like, well, this sucks. That's literally how we're thinking about it. It factually sucks. It's just a fact, and we're just not happy about it. There are facts at play. It's like, it is what it is. That's what we're thinking. I'm not sure if that's a failure of creativity, or maybe if really you guys are kind of constricted by your circumstances. Tell me more about, I'm just gonna move on. Let's take a look at the short-term future, and then I'm gonna pull advice for you guys. So I have the Fool with Mercury here. Wow, something's coming towards you. Don't know if it's the thing you've been waiting for, but it's something new. You've been waiting for something, and guess what? Something new is coming towards you. So it's coming in the form of a message or communication here with Mercury. Let's see what else comes out about that. Tell me more about Mercury with the Fool. I feel like you guys are ready for the Fool to come in. The Fool is great. It's like refreshing youth. Like there's like a fresh vibe about the Fool. A zest for life, really. The card that came out here was the Bed. It's like something's gonna get us out of bed. Something's gonna get us out of our seat. I feel like there's just been a lot of sitting. Something's gonna get us moving, and it's coming up, and it's like a communication from someone. It might not be a communication from someone at all. As I'm looking here, it might just be news from an institution, or some kind of it's news from an institution that either you've been expecting. Maybe it has to do with this learning thing here. You guys receive news. I mean, you get basically something that tells you a verdict, like yes or no. You get a clear-cut answer here coming up. And you've been waiting for something. You get some kind of answer. Maybe this is something that you've been waiting for. Okay? And it could have to do with this, which is, again, it could have to do with school, right? Maybe you guys are waiting for some kind of answer about school. That's what I'm getting. Let's see what else is on top. The Door, Aries, and the Mouth. Yeah, it's like we are waiting for the opportunity to be able to really say what we want. And the opportunity comes in the short-term future. The opportunity comes, and it comes via some kind of communication, clear-cut communication from an organization. Now, piece that together however it applies to your life, because I'm just telling you the elements. You got to kind of piece it together for your situation. All right, so this looks good, guys. Something is coming towards you, and there's been a lot of waiting, so this just looks like a good turnout. Let's pull advice. All right, the way I do advice is going to be just whatever comes out for tarot cards, oracle cards, stuff you guys should be focused on doing. Positive advice. Positive advice only. What should my Pisces be doing focused on? Okay. 6 of Wands. You have goals that you can accomplish here. And I think that maybe you've been waiting for some sort of like green light. The green light's coming and you're going to be successful. Yeah. On the next card, the 3 cards came out. So then I have the 8 of Pentacles with the 2 of Swords. You haven't received the communication on the details. You're just waiting for the finalization. You're waiting for things to be finalized. And that's what's coming up in the short-term future that I saw before, was that communication that's going to open things up for you. Something's getting finalized and it's going to lead to success. Something you've been waiting for. This is victory. So something you've been wanting to do that you need to do that requires this finalization. Let's pull an oracle card here. So just be aware that is coming. I mean, I think you guys have been waiting for it. It's coming. Anything else here for my Pisces signs? Anything else for my Pisces signs? The bed. You can relax. You're going to get that communication. You don't have to do anything until the communication comes. I think you guys know that. That's it. It's just you just have to keep going, doing what you're doing. The path forward leads to the city, leads to some kind of like institution. Like I said, could be school. And it is your calling. It is your path here. It's fated for you. With the universal hexagram, it's fate. It's aligned with what you're supposed to be doing. This path. And then I just wanted to peek one more card. Honey. So, it's going to be sweet in the end. It's going to be sweet in the end because this is all meant for you and this is meant to happen. Okay? Just wait for that communication to come. It will be soon. Because when I say short-term future, I'm thinking like 2 weeks-ish. Okay? So, real soon. Okay, guys. So, that's going to be your reading for today, Pisces. I hope you guys got something out of it. And if you did, please press the like button for me. That really helps out the algorithm, so it helps me out. Either way, though, thank you so much for taking an interest in my videos. I really appreciate it. See you guys next week.